hairstyling friends. Today I'm going to be doing a painted on balayage, I guess, on my client Emily. Normally I do foils on her, but I think I'm going to do something a little bit different because she's pretty light to start with, and she just needs a little like brightness in her root area, and she's like a really great level 6, 7, as the kids would say, and she is just a beautiful California like sunshiny blonde. And I normally do like shag, a super kind of textured shag on her. She has very kind of straight, coarse, slightly wavy hair, and I think it'll be really beautiful with some painted in balayage. So that is my goal today, and I hope you enjoy this video and send it to a friend if you think they would enjoy it as well.
Okay, so here's Emily, and as you can see, she's been growing out her hair. I guess it's been about 4 or 5 months since we highlighted last, and I did use foils on her last time to get a really nice blended balayage effect, but I was kind of feeling I wanted to do open air painted in balayage today on her. So I sectioned out the back and clipped it out of the way, and then because she has really heavy layers and bangs on top, I am going to do a mohawk section with that area. So clip that out of the way, and I'm starting on her right side, and then I'm going to go to the left side and then go into the mohawk. But I'm taking little triangles and painting the sides of the triangles as I go up the head, and I'm slowly pivoting the sectioning as I'm going up the head and kind of playing with her hairline because she has a bit of lightness around her hairline naturally. And so I wanted to add a bit of more brightness to that and play with that a bit. So keeping in mind her hairline and also the layering. There's a lot of layers in her hair, so it can be kind of tricky to keep the section taut in your hand. Like you can see me, I'm kind of struggling with little pieces falling down and stuff, but I'm just doing my best to keep it pinched at the end of the triangle and then bringing it through. So now I'm on the left side and doing the same thing, and I totally apologize if my freaking shoulder and arm keep getting in the way of the camera. You know, when you're filming on your own, you don't really realize how much your body gets in the way. So I apologize about that. But yeah, so now I'm going up through the side and gently painting the sectioning. And as I go up the head, the sections get a little wider. So I'm doing more of a W, like the smaller pieces or smaller sections around her face. Those were small enough to have like a V. But as I've gone up her head, the sectionings get wider. So I'm doing more of a W. And so now that I'm in the bang area, I decided to use these Framar bangers. I don't know if you guys have ever used these. They work okay. I was having issue with it sticking on her forehead. I ended up putting like a clip there, but I love it for this kind of technique where I'm painting on lightener on the bangs. And the first couple sections I did like maybe 1/2 inch sectioning, just so she gets some brightness in the bangs. And as I'm making my way towards the back of the mohawk, I'm making the sections a little bit bigger. But I'm kind of just like painting on the lightener just freehand. I don't really have like a rhyme or reason, but I just want some brightness in there in that area of the bangs, because it tends to get very dark for her in that area. But as I'm going towards the back, I'm doing more of a W shape with the painting. And I could have used cotton to keep everything separate and clean, but I just didn't. I don't know why. I was going to use film and I brought it out, but I didn't even use the film. I think because her hair is so layered and short in some places that it would just became a little annoying for me to want to use film. So I don't know. I was just like, screw it. I'm just leave it as is. And it came out okay. So it's no big deal if I didn't do film or cotton. But I think if you want more of a lift, like I'm just doing like a pretty sun-kissed, easy breezy blonde on her, nothing platinum or anything. But if you wanted more lift, I would use film. So now I'm in the back section, and I'm not going to do the entire head or the entire back section. I'm just going to do a partial. So I'm taking out, I'm doing, what's that section called? It's where you do two sections on one side, and then the next section was going to be in the middle. So kind of like bricklaying, I guess. And I'm just doing traditional V painting pattern and bringing it through the ends. I do want to brighten up her ends a bit. I knew it wouldn't be a big problem. Her hair is so healthy and strong, and I wasn't worried about over processing it. And you can see here that there was a big gap on the side. I don't know how I missed that the last time I saw her, but trying to overcompensate and kind of even out that section, because there was a section that was not highlighted. That's really weird. And as I'm going up the head, you know, the head gets a little wider as you get up. So I am splitting the section in two. And basically, I guess I'm basically doing a W, but two V's. And they kind of connect in the middle. Now I'm taking this top section, and I was going to separate it, but I guess I changed my mind, and I'm just going to do it as one big section. And starting with a V and then creating a W, and then I'm just kind of blending up in between that. So here's the processing look. It looks so cool after you're done painting. I love how that looks. But here's the final result. And all I did was I let her sit for about 40 minutes. And then I toned her with Arete's 10.31 all over. And it came out so pretty and sandy and beachy and just bright, but not too bright, you know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel to watch more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.